slaughter swamp, a stinking fog, mire filled with gnarled trees, bubbling green ooze, whispering winds, and dilapidated ruins has sunk into the muck. There are mutated frogs, there's rotting circus props, there is a graveyard that wasn't always there. Alright. Oh, and a bullet train, yes. A sleek, high-tech bullet train zips endlessly around the perimeter and occasionally through the swamp on rusted tracks. That no one remembers being built. Why? Where does it stop? Nobody knows. Why is it here? That's part of the fun. And also, like I said, I can generate images. I just remembered, so I can generate 3.
Let's see.
Should I waste one on drawing the entire platform, or should I?
Nah, keep
Okay.
going.
Alright, District 1, Glamour and Madness, Caesar King and the Joker. District 2, Strength and Might, Hulk and Zorro. Intellectual? Intelligence and Invention, Maho and Ferb. Illusion, Trickery, Emerald and Rohan. Don't know who Rohan is.
He turns people into manga.
Emotion and Instinct, Disgust and Froppy. Military and Firepower, Maki and Kiriko. Where's Maki from again? I already forgot.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, okay.
She's like
Supernatural Chaos, Golden Freddy and Monica, Justice and Authority, Krush and Jolene.
Jolene. Yeah.
Bravery and Belief, Risha and Deku. Of course, the most anxiety-induced fucking losers.
True.
Rebellion and Noise, Jacksepticeye's and Bartolomo. Magic and Mystery, High Elf Archer and Tatsumaki. Or Tatsumaki. And then Grumpiness and Grinches, the Grinch and the Torio.
Good evening, sinner.
Good evening, sinners. Refer to the tributes as sinners from now on. Ah! I can do that if you want.
No. Sorry, I'm playing Dead by Daylight and then just grabbed someone through a locker. Continue.
I'm intending to keep death count moderate.
Okay.
At first. Excellent. Let's continue to chapter 1, The Blood Carnival. Keeping moderate death count, a mix of horror and humor and strange surprises from the slaughter swamp and mysterious bullet train. 10. The steam whistle from the ground. The swamp gurgles. 9. The Joker blows a kiss to the skies. 8. Froppy crouches low, eyes darting. Disgust glares at the mud beneath her. 7. Zorro's already turned the wrong way.
Classic Zorro.
The Hulk sighs and grabs him by the collar and then rotates him towards the cornucopia. 6. Kiriko tightens her gloves. Maki spins her training. I don't know how to pronounce that. Bartolomo puffs his chest. 5. Golden Freddy glitches into the sitting pose. Monica gives him finger guns. 4. The train screams again. By again. Dragging a muffled, sobbing scarecrow with it. I don't know where he came from.
Interesting. Just a random scarecrow.
Emerald fades into the mist. Rohan opens up his sketchbook. 2. Tatsumaki yawns. 1. It begins.
Good.
I went out. Whatever. I'll save it for later. Cornucopia's explosion of mud, shrieks, and slapstick violence. Maki immediately spears a tribute-sized dummy in half, realizing it's too late. It was stuffed with bees!
Whoa.
She screams and bolts into the woods, swatting her face. Kiriko grabs a med kit and a katana. Bartolomo picks up a shield made of barbed wire and headbutts the scarecrow, shouting, "For the Barto Club!" before being tackled by the Joker, who tries to paint a smile on his face with a permanent marker. Zora Summer is now on top of the cornucopia. No one saw him climb it. He throws a rusted axe down at the Hulk, who catches it like a toddler catching a balloon.
Damn.
Golden Freddy blinks in and out of existence near Ferb, who calmly grabs a lunchbox and a walkie-talkie.
Of course.
First Blood, disgust, is fleeing a very grabby animatronic arm, shoves Monica into the mud. The girl cackles as she sinks chest deep.
Wait, Monica died?
Dead. Yeah, she sunk in darkness and then laughed about it.
Mud. Awesome.
The high elf calmly fires a blunt arrow to Monica's head. It thunks and her eyes roll back. Okay, never mind. She got shot in the face.
I see.
And then sunk into the mud.
Yeah.
Tatsumaki gets into a shouting match with Risha, who attempts to stab and accidentally touches the barrel of swamp gas. It ignites. Both are dead. Oh, both girls are launched backwards. Risha is dead.
Risha?
Yeah.
And who else?
Tatsumaki, she lived.
Oh, okay.
Jacksepticeye's climbing aboard this speeding bullet train. Top of the morning to you, ladies. My name's Jacksepticeye, and we're climbing this cursed locomotive, he screams, just before he enters a dark tunnel.
Okay.
He died.
Oh, wow.
It comes back around, and he's not on it.
I see. So he got cut in half by the tunnel, I'm assuming. That's awesome.
Casey and Jolene team up, recovering each other while they loot supplies. Deku runs, doesn't grab a weapon, just keeps running. Tatsumaki's seeing the butt alive. Or singed? Oh, singed, duh. But alive floats after him. That's it.
Awesome. Kill him.
Night 1. The sun sets like it's afraid of the dark. The fog curls across the swamp floor, thick and heavy. Team Grumpy Grin, the Grinch, Vittorio, and Joker.
Yo.
The Grinch has made a nest out of stolen coats, moss, and one clown wig. Vittorio tries to strike a dramatic pose on a tree root and falls into quicksand. Joker helps him out only to somehow glue his hands together afterwards. He helps the Grinch. I don't know why he does it like that.
They're both angry.
At midnight, the bullet train slows. For the first time, it stops. Doors slide open. Smoke billows out. Screaming is heard. Ferb is hiding in the bushes, watches something get off the train. A figure in a tattered conductor's hat, its face scratched into an unnatural grin. The doors close. The train leaves. The figure stays. Ferb quietly mutters, "We're going to need a plan." Emerald, High Elf, Archer, and Rohan, the smart ones group. Emerald sleeps in a tree, her illusion powers keeping her hidden. High Elf Archer keeps, I'm going to call her the High Elf. High Elf keeps the first watch bow drawn, scanning the trees. Rohan quietly sketches the both of them. Krush and Jolene, warriors at rest. They set up a makeshift camp with traps, using fishing line.
Neat.
Tatsumaki and Deku.
Oh my god. Kill Deku.
Deku monologues himself, trying to hype himself up to talk to Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki responds with, "Shut up."
Good. Accurate.
Golden Freddy and Kiriko.
Yo.
Kiriko lights incense. Golden Freddy sits across from her, staring unblinkingly. "You don't talk much." Golden Freddy just sits there. A squirrel falls dead from a tree.
Wow.
New spots.
Incredible.
Maki and a Hulk. Maki sharpens a blade she found in a gator skull. Hulk. Okay, that's it. And they just like sit around with each other
Cool.
with small talk.
Yeah.
Not the worst date.
People are just hanging
Maki
out.
says. Hulk doesn't go on dates. He grumbles. That's what they all say. That's the entire conversation.
Okay. That's what
They
every
build
Hulk says.
Ropey, Disgusting, Bartolomeo, the Swamp Soap Opera team, or alliance so far. They built a shelter out of bark and optimism. Disgust is furious about her boots are dirty. Ropey tries to comfort her. Bartolomeo is making frog jokes.
Good.
Oh, what the hell? Morning arrives like a bruised peach, gray, wet, and vaguely unsettling. The swamp churns with movement. Something's different. The water smells sharper. The wind whispers names. The train is missing. Okay, well, that's a spoiler. Bartolomeo leads his squad through muck, claiming he's trained for this. Swamp survival is just getting a pirate cosplay with more infections. They find a glowing silver platter of luxury jerky. Bartolomeo eats it, even despite disgust and Froppy claiming it's probably poisonous. And 3 minutes later, he barfs and dies.
Yeah, that checks out. It was just a perfect piece of beef or jerky.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a platter of luxury jerky.
Yeah.
They find it. Zoro and Hulk find a train car door sitting in the mud. No train, just the door. Zoro tries to open it. The door opens. There's a blinding flash. Hulk shouts and tackles Zoro. The controlled explosion sends mud flying 30 feet in the air. When the smoke clears, Hulk is charred but breathing. Zoro is twitching on the ground, hair on fire. They both live. Joker, Grinch, and Latorio. The three of them discover a strange chandelier hanging from a tree, dripping with swamp ooze. Joker throws his boot at it and it explodes with confetti. Suddenly, swamp creature bursts from the ground. Skeletor, waterlogged and fast. It lunges at Latorio, who screams. The Joker steps back. Whoops, he says with a smile. The creature rips out Latorio's throat.
Oh, shit. Brutal.
They track down a train fragment pulsing with light. Ferb and Kiriko. Takes out a wrench. Kiriko prepares the talisman. What's inside, she asks. Possibly death, Ferb replies. They open it, a working espresso machine and a glowing radio. They take both of them.
That's what I would do.
Golden Freddy and Emerald. Golden Freddy stops moving. Emerald steps closer. He twitches. She blinks. He lunges, distorted unnaturally. She dodges barely. Golden Freddy laughs, a static-filled noise. Emerald disappears in a flash of green. They both vanish into the trees, each hunting each other. Did you text Verde and not green, by the way?
Huh? No, I texted green.
Okay, I read that as Verde. I don't know why.
Weird.
Only 2 people died.
Yeah.
Time for blood, terror, and just a little bit of comedy to keep the ratings high. Oops. The swamp groans like it's trying to cough up the sun. Night falls instantly.
Nighttime.
High Elf and Rohan, the snipers. The High Elf archer keeps watch from a tree while Rohan mutters about panels being wrong.
Manga boy.
A soft noise echoes nearby. They both freeze. Then they see it. A tall black conductor, faceless, uniform is pristine. It floats
Whoa.
above the mud. The metal of its whistle is fused to its chest. Then high elf fires. The arrow phases through. The conductor reaches her. A cold hand touches her cheek. She just dies on the spot.
Damn.
Rohan sketches the conductor rapidly. Interesting, he whispers, and then he dies from being touched.
Cool.
Golden
That's
Freddy
drawing.
jerks through the mist, chasing Emerald, who dodges between the trees. Why is he still being chased?
I don't know.
They step into a clearing and fight. She defeats Golden Freddy by shocking him to death, but the conductor touches her in the back and dies.
Damn. Conductor's just going on a rampage.
Maho sees the king and Krush, the thinkers. They take shelter in a collapsed ticket booth. Maho rigs a noise trap. Caesar sculpts swamp statue of himself. Of himself! Caesar's a woman!
Eh.
Whatever. Outside the booth, a rusted train car crashes into the swamp with a hiss. It's empty except for a gift basket. Krush approaches cautiously. The conductor bursts in the shadow. Maho screams as Caesar's yanked into the darkness. His crown floats up.
There's no way they all just died of the conductor.
They didn't. It's only Caesar.
I know, but I didn't like saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hulk and Zoro, they sit on a log. What do you think is killing everyone? Zoro asks. Ghost train, Hulk shrugs. Cool. They survive simply because nothing wants to deal with them right now. Ferb and Kiriko, the last techies. Ferb radio starts screeching. He writes something down. Kiriko frowns. It says Car 7 is the source. We'll end this tomorrow.
Yeah.
The espresso machine hums like an engine. What do they do to it? That's Maki and Deku, passive-aggressive powers. Tatsumaki floats 10 feet above the ground. Deku builds a mud fort alone. I hope this ghost eats you first, she says.
Great team up.
That's it. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
The Grinch and Joker. They sit in a hollow tree listening to screams. Best night yet, Joker hums. The Grinch grunts that he's cold. Joker offers him a severed arm for warmth.
Wow.
Where did he get it?
Also, what do you mean for warmth? What is that gonna do?
I don't know. Fucking force logic.
Yeah.
Jolene and discuss. They're up a tree, watching the conductor. Don't move, Jolene whispers. Discuss has a snot on her face. I hate swamps. She sneezes. The conductor looks up. Jolene grabs her and they swing away on a strand of string. Hoth was a good one. I really actually like. Who said Hoth? Was it you or Lucas?
Lucas.
Okay, he picked a really good one. I'm gonna be completely
Hoth was
honest.
really
That one,
good.
like, that was super atmospheric.
True.
Fog
the
rolls
school
back
one
into
more, to be honest.
the school one. Is the funniest thing with the school one. Wait, who won the school one again?
I thought it was Artorias.
Oh, it was Artorias.
Yeah.
He exits the door and ends up at Hoth.
Yeah. You win a one-way ticket to Hoth. I was thinking about that earlier today.
I've been thinking off and on about that stuff at work, and it's just like, what the fuck?
It's so stupid.
Really good though.
Yeah.
Steps out with the school, hands up his Hoth,
It's
turns
Hoth.
around, the school is gone.
Yeah. He's just there forever.
It reminds me of the fucking Monsters Inc.
Yeah, true.
Video.
Literally.
Kuche, Maho, and Kiriko, the strategists. They meet near the ruins of the capital-themed playset. They hatch a plan involving Kiriko's teleportation charm, Maho's makeshift explosive, and swamp fog.
Yeah, I love swamp fog.
Ferb stands calmly on top of the express machine churn locomotive disruptor. He watches the bullet train pass by without stopping. The machine roars to life. Ferb feeds it fuel mixture made of swamp oil, raccoon bones, and one of Joker's false teeth. He doesn't even know it's missing yet. How?
How did he get that?
How, how does Joker not know it's missing?
Yeah, that too. He probably
It's
hasn't
like a
checked.
fucking. It's one of his front teeth.
Yeah.
Why is the Joker and the Grinch have stayed with each other since like day one?
They just decided to stick
The
together.
two least likely allies.
Yeah, true. They hate each other's guts.
They stumble upon the corpse of Caesar King, which is now seated upright, conductor's hat on, whispering train schedules. Joker salutes it. The Grinch just looks at him with disgust.
Makes sense.
They see the train parked eerily still. They move towards it, thinking of an opportunity. Then car 7 opens, blinding light. The Grinch screams. He's dead. Joker survived,
Oh my
but
god.
is now missing one arm.
Severed arm.
Oh no, sorry. One arm is now wrong. That's gone at first.
Oh. What do you mean? Oh, just like.
It
broken
clicks when he moves and whispers when he sleeps.
off.
Zorro somehow finds car 7 by accident again. Hey, big guy. The train's giving off some weird vibes. The Hulk sniffs it and says it smells like ghosts. The door opens. Zorro unsheaths his weapon. Together they leap in. Off camera, you can hear Zorro yell, "Where's the brake?" Then silence. Zorro is dead. The Hulk walks out covered in grease. With his eyes glowing green. His eyes always glowed green.
No, not always.
Propri discussed Maki, the unlikely trio. They hide underneath the train's path, beneath the rotting Capitol billboard. Froppy, we don't fight it, we will outlast it. Chris Walker!
Holy shit.
You're assuming a plan to last.
His eyes are
Outlast!
always going green.
What?
His eyes are always going green, you're right.
Shadow passes overhead. They freeze. The conductor sniffs the air. He's walking. They survive for now. Tatsumaki and Deku. The two are ambushed by Ferb's machine and lets off a pulse. Takumaki floats protectively. Deku covers his ears. Deku stammers, "We have to shut it down." Tatsumaki mutters, "Fine, but if I'm dying, you're coming with me."
Good.
Jolene alone in the trees. She swings through the trees, and from behind, Maki appears, knife raised. Jolene deflects it just in time. The two clash in blades and punches. Jolene kicks Maki into the bog. She vanishes. 11 left.
Alright.
Is that possession?
Yeah.
Okay, oh, spoilers. They built a Kiriko, Mahu, and Karush all built a trap. Using the espresso machine Ferb constructed. Maho reworked it so the circuitry can work with battery slime.
Interesting.
Kiriko sets a charm for a trap. Then everything goes quiet. The conductor appears, sorry. It doesn't walk, it unfolds. It heads towards the bait. It pauses, then turns to them. It blasts A darkness rips through the trees. Maho grabs Cruce, but Kiriko's caught in it and dies.
Damn.
Maho weeps silently as the trap wounds the conductor.
It's better work.
It wounded him. It didn't kill him.
Yeah. He needs to die.
Joker and the Hulk, weird and weirder. Joker's arm continues to twitch, playing faint train horn noises every few minutes.
Oh no.
Hulk follows him like a guard dog. They enter an abandoned Capital snack cart. Suddenly, the cart folds inside out. The possessed remains of Caesar King falls from the ceiling, whispering in tongues. Hulk lunges. The cart implodes, pulling everything inside like a mini black hole. It kills the Joker and the Hulk.
Damn.
Or they're assumed dead.
Yeah.
The last thing is heard when Joker is getting pulled into it is, "This is the greatest party I've ever seen." They're having a good time.
Yeah.
Froby discussed Tatsumaki and Deku. Huddled in silence underneath the roots of a warped willow tree, discussed there's a ghost train in a haunted swamp. Why do I still have acne?
What? Who says that?
Discussed.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
A portion of the earth erupts upwards. The ghost train bursts out of the soil. It's a ghost train now. Flying through the air like a mechanical serpent, it clips Disgust and crushes her.
Yeah. It's fucking train.
Ferb is just sitting there.
Sick.
Maho and Cruce help Jolene fight the conductor. It's gone. For now.
Good.
I'm going to finish the story. We're reaching chapter 3 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
The final cars arrived. Only one made board. The final 7. Crush, Maho, Ferb, Tatsumaki, Deku, Froppy, and Jolene. The 7 meet at a main terminal where a half-submerged train car floats like a corpse. Only one, Maho says. Ferb nods and just walks forward. Tatsumaki floats after him. Nope. She crushes a boulder and launches it towards him. Ferb ducks. It hits Maho instead, sending her sprawling into the rails. And she's dead on impact.
That makes sense.
Ferb doesn't flinch. He places something small into the track. It chips, it hums. Jolene lunges, thread slicing at Tatsumaki. They clash, powers ripping the earth open. Deku and Froppy jump in to stop them, but Crush tackles Froppy at the side, blade drawn. She kills Froppy with her sword. Deku roars as he slams Crush into the rail line. She gets electrocuted by the third rail. Ferb, Deku, and Tatsumaki. If Deku wins, I'm killing you.
I really
Ferb, Deku, and Tatsumaki and Jolene all face each other in the heart of the station. The train doors open just once. Tatsumaki makes her move first, lifting Deku and slamming him towards the sky. How does that work?
She has telekinesis.
Jolene intercepts. No, I know she does, but like, how do you slam someone into something that doesn't exist?
It just said towards the sky, didn't it? Not into
yeah, but you can't slam. I mean, unless there's, I guess, a skybox.
Yeah.
Jolene intercepts, tangling her in the thread. Ferb, he vanishes behind the conductor's booth. Tatsumaki breaks free, throws Jolene into a wall. Deku lands hard, injured. The train pulses red, the rails lining up. Ferb appears with a detonator. He presses the button. Oops.
This is intense.
It shoots the train upwards and kills Tatsumaki.
Damn.
Oops. Wrong buttons. Oh, I got spoiled something, but that's good news. Deku charges firm. Jolene grabs Deku mid-turn. I respect you, she says, but I want to live. Deku punches her square in the chest. She hits the mud hard. Ferb stares at them both. Deku limps forward. This is for Froppy and for everyone. Deku throws one final smash, but Ferb activates his machine, and it throws Deku to the wall, killing him on impact.
Yeah.
Jolene rises crawling.
I'm rooting for Jolene.
You're the strongest one left, she says. He nods. I'm the only one who survives. But I'm not the one who should survive. He should survive. He fucking made the
No.
crap to help. Then collapses. A small metal spike sticks out of his neck. Jolene kills him.
Hell yeah.